I'm going to speak to someone very special today, whose CV in the professional game is amazing, and obviously you can get the opportunity to talk about himself as well, and obviously introduce yourself as well, so that people know as well who you are. So,
hello everyone, my name's Leroy Lita, former professional footballer.
Let's talk about your career and everything. You started off at Chelsea. How was that like?
Looking back now, it was not a great club to be at. But obviously, if you got Chelsea on your CV, you're gonna get some opportunities. A good reputation in the club. While I was there, I worked really hard and I tried to just get, make it at Chelsea. I was doing really well, I thought, because I was being pushed to train with the first team and reserves at school age. I was 15 or something like that, and I thought I was doing really well, but they wasn't really. Their focus was on other players to push, but I was the one standing out, and I did well in my last season when I got released. I got pulled in after training on a Thursday night, and I think we trained at Canterbury University, and they told me, we're not taking you on, we think you're too small. And I just laughed because one of my strongest attributes was in the air.
I've played football for a very long time, and sometimes they do come up with, because I was very small, but I'm a very technical player. And you know, before, when they was growing up, they say about the English game, like, you're too small to play midfield, you're too small to do this, you're too small to do that. How did that make you feel? Like, did he discourage you from playing the game?
I didn't let it get to me because I was very good in the air. And that's one of my main strengths. And so I never saw it as a problem for me, but I get how it can dishearten some people, young people especially, 100%. Because you don't know how big you're going to be. At that age, you're just growing up, and you're just getting on with your life and trying to eat the right food. And some people grow late, some people are really big when they're young. You never know. It's a bit unfair because if someone's technical, you should work with them on that even more. So 100%. They don't have to be big.
And you know what, the good thing as well that I like these days as well is that because since Pep Guardiola has come in, the game has changed mentally. Because before it was about you being physical, strong, but now it's about actually being athletic, and that's the best way to play football. Do you know what I'm saying?
And if you've got the ball, you don't need to be. The team's got the ball, can keep the ball. No one's gonna try and bully you.
In terms of the mental aspect of the game, how do you cope with that? Do they have people like a coach that help with that mental side of the game, or do they just kind of leave you towards this is the mental side of the game and you just kind of
I think
deal with it?
Now there is, but while I was playing, I remember I think we had a psychologist once when I was at Bristol City. He used to take us for shooting drills. I took a bit of good tips from him and that, but mainly you get on when you come and train, and do your extras and go home. So it's not. I think now if you speak to the current players, there's someone there helping them on that side. But I think it's not one. It's stuff you just have to grow within you. Personally, I think anyway. So it's not something that can be taught. You either have it or you don't, because football is not very patient for that.
Played for so many clubs. 17 clubs in total.
Oh,
wow, I counted that 17 clubs in total, and I was like, wow. Out of those clubs, which one did you enjoy the most playing for?
Football-wise, I enjoyed playing for Middlesbrough under Tony Mowbray.
Tony Mowbray. Tony, and he did for West Brom as well. Tony Mowbray.
Mowbray is a Celtic as well. And he's manager at Blackburn at the moment. I enjoyed it football-wise, but as a club as a whole, to be somewhere like Swansea, but I didn't play that much there. But the environment was very good. Literally, there's not one person I could think of at the top of my head that you didn't get on with it. Everyone is a proper club. They looked after all their players, and my most success was probably Reading. So where everyone remembers me for. As me personally, that you enjoy different, like Middlesbrough. I love playing. I didn't like living near there.
Because I was even going to get onto that about that playing, because obviously you must have earned millions of pounds, so much millions, which only God knows if I'll be able to see that kind of money. But
you might do, mate.
Everyone wants to become footballer these days.
Yeah, but for the wrong reasons.
Because obviously everyone's seeing that, you're earning this amount of money, you're earning that amount of money. But when I was growing up, I played everywhere, even for plastic trophies.
Because you love it.
Because I love it. But these days now, how important to instill that love of the game rather than the monetary part of it?
Well, we can't control that because it's just put out there for everybody to see what players are earning, what they think they're earning. But when I talk to young players and you see their parents, you just see in the dollar sign.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Come on, you got to try harder, but that kid's probably not enjoying it. So, I mean, so
that's what it was.
I think that's where you take away the joy from. You're pushing your young boy or girl whatever to play football because of the money. Most of the time, you don't make it.
Parents are putting so much pressure, like from even young age, they chuck children into academy.
Man,
I've never played in academy. How is that coming found?
I think it teaches you football and nothing else. The academy teaches you just football, nothing else about life. So I get what players who come through later, who've had to go down low, who come back up. I think they're mentally stronger because they know both sides. I think when you've gone through academy and you've made it all the way through, you don't really learn nothing much else apart from football. But then again, you're getting good quality training. Sometimes you're getting quality coaches and things like that on a regular basis. That gives you an advantage to a certain point. That's about it. But then it's the mental side of it, how strong you are, how much you want to achieve your goals. So you can't let the academies don't teach you that. That's something that you have to have within yourself.
I'm talking about your Reading one because obviously, like you said, that's the one that everyone remembers you for. And I'll be honest with you as well. Back in 2007, that's the one that sticks in my mind because I think that's the time you really came on.
First season in the
Premier League, and for Reading that time is a big thing. And how was that like playing in the Premier League? Like, because you must have played with like amazing players. Like,
but you don't think like that. You're competing. No, if you look back now and then you're like, right, high quality. When you hear people talk about them, it's different for me because it's like when people compare Gerrard, Lampard, Scholes.
You don't see them like that.
Scholes is the best out of all of them, and then they show you stats of appearances and goals and assists. Yeah, but Darren Bent has more goals than Van Nistelrooy. Van Nistelrooy was the better player. So he has more Prem goals than Van Nistelrooy. But we all know who's better. So it's just when people talk, and then I listen to them, but I'm like, it's not like that. Because if you see people from outside don't see or understand the ins and outs, and when you're in there, you're competing, you're not really focused on who you're playing. You don't go out in the tunnel and you're like, oh my God, there's Gerrard. You don't do that. You don't do that. So it's a different mindset, and I think that people who play that understand exactly what I mean by that. Myself, my dream was just to be in them big stadiums and things. That was my drive. I want to hear that noise, and when you score a goal, there's no feeling like it.
In terms of that drive and that ambition, do you think is a bit lost in the game at this moment? Because obviously you gave that example of that Middlesbrough example. People these days now, they've lost that drive. I just want to play football. Like,
I don't hear much. I don't hear much.
Because if I was to make as a footballer now, if you put me in League One, I'll be happy to play. If you put me in Championship,
well, would you be happy because you'd be getting a wage? Or don't try it.
Nobody so many clubs. Within that, who do you think was the best player you've ever